Commentary on He Who Knoweth His Self Hath Known His Lord by Baha'u'llah, Part 1. He is God, the August, the Beautiful. How wondrous is the unity of the living, the ever-abiding God, a unity which is exalted above all limitations, that transcendeth the comprehension of all created things. He hath from everlasting dwelt in his inaccessible habitation of holiness and glory, and will unto everlasting continue to be enthroned upon the heights of his independent sovereignty and grandeur. How lofty hath been his incorruptible essence, how completely independent of the knowledge of all created things, and how immensely exalted will it remain above the praise of all the inhabitants of the heavens and the earth. From the exalted source, and out of the essence of his favour and bounty, he hath entrusted every created thing with a sign of his knowledge, so that none of his creatures may be deprived of its share in expressing, each according to its capacity and rank, this knowledge. This sign is the mirror of his beauty in the world of creation. The greater the effort exerted for the refinement of this sublime and noble mirror, the more faithfully will it be made to reflect the glory of the names and attributes of God, and reveal the wonders of his signs and knowledge. Every created thing will be enabled, so great is this reflecting power, to reveal the potentialities of its preordained station, will recognize its capacity and limitations, and will testify to the truth that he verily is God. There is none other God beside him, and that Ali Muhammad is the manifestation of all the names, and is the dawning point of all the attributes, and that all were created by his will, and all act according to his command. There can be no doubt whatever that, in consequence of the effort which every man may consciously exert, and as a result of the exertion of his own spiritual faculties, this mirror can be so cleansed from the dross of earthly defilement, and purged from satanic fancies, as to be able to draw nigh unto the meads of eternal holiness, and attain the courts of everlasting fellowship. In pursuance, however, of the principles that for everything a time hath been fixed, and for every fruit a season hath been ordained, the latent energies of such a bounty can best be released, and the vernal glory of such a gift can only be manifested in the days of God. Invested though each day may be with its preordained share of God's wondrous grace, the days immediately associated with the manifestation of God possess a unique distinction, and occupy a station which no mind can ever comprehend. Such is the virtue infused into them, that if the hearts of all that dwell in the heavens and the earth were, in those days of everlasting delight, be brought face to face with the day-star of unfading glory, and attuned to his will, each would find itself exalted above all earthly things, radiant with his light, and sanctified through his grace. All hail to this grace, which no blessing, however great, can excel, and all honour to such a loving kindness, the like of which the eye of creation hath not seen. Exalted is he above that which they attribute unto him, or recount about him. It is for this reason that in those days no man shall ever stand in the need of his neighbour. It hath already been abundantly demonstrated that, in that divinely appointed day, the majority of them that have sought and attained his holy court have revealed such knowledge and wisdom a drop of which none else besides these holy and sanctified souls, however long they may have taught or studied, hath grasped or will ever comprehend. It is by virtue of this power that the beloved of God have, in the days of the manifestation of the day star of truth, been exalted above and made independent of all human learning. Nay, from their hearts and the springs of their innate powers hath gushed out unceasingly the inmost essence of human learning and wisdom. O Hadi, God willing, thou hast been guided to the lights of the dawn of eternity, and the manifestation of the everlasting morn. For in such wise does the heart become sanctified from the ephemeral, wicked selves, and thus wilt thou witness that all branches of knowledge and their secrets are inscribed upon it. For he possesseth the comprehensive book and the complete word, and the mirrors that reflect the verse, quote, everything we have numbered in a clear register, end of quote. Did you but know? Thou hast inquired about detachment. It is well known to thee that by detachment is intended the detachment of the soul from all else but God. That is, it consisteth in soaring up to an eternal station, wherein nothing that can be seen between heaven and earth deterreth the seeker from the absolute truth. In other words, he is not veiled from divine love, or from busying himself with the mention of God, by the love of any other thing, or by his immersion therein. For it can clearly be seen that today most of the people have seized upon fleeting baubles, and clung to defective goods, and have remained deprived of perpetual bounty and the fruits of the blessed tree. Although a wayfarer upon the path of absolute truth might reach a particular station, without detachment he would not be able to perceive that station or any other plane. This topic, however, shall never be mentioned by any translator, nor shall any pen set it down or any author discourse upon it. This is from the grace of God. He bestoweth it upon whoso he willeth. By detachment is not meant giving away and depleting all one's wealth. Rather, it denotes turning unto God and supplicating him. This plane can be attained in every precinct, and is manifest and visible from everything. He is detachment, and is the Alpha and the Omega thereof. Therefore, we beseech God to make us detached from anyone save him, and to grace us with the attainment of his presence. Verily, there is no God but he. Command and creation belong to him. He maketh beloved whatever he wisheth to whomever he desireth, and verily he is powerful over all things. Another question regarded the return. This matter hath been treated in detail and at length in all the tablets, in diverse statements and innumerable aphorisms. God willing, thou shalt refer to them, that thou mightest attain an understanding thereof. The genesis of all things is from God, and all things shall return unto him. There is no escape for anyone. All return to the absolute truth, but some to his mercy and good pleasure, and others to his wrath and fire. In Persian and Arabic tablets, this matter hath been commented upon in its entirety. Refer to them if ye desire to know. Likewise, the primal point, may his grandeur be glorified, wrote in detail concerning this subject in the Persian Bayan. Consult it, for a single letter thereof sufficeth all the people of earth. Verily, God hath made mention of all things in a perspicuous book. Consider thine own origin, which was from God, and which shall return unto him. As ye began, so shall ye return, and shall return to him. Thou hast asked about the saying, Whoso knoweth his own self hath known his Lord. It is well known to thee that this statement hath, in every one of the infinite worlds, wondrous meaning according to the exigencies of that world, of which no one else hath ever or will ever have any knowledge. Were all of this to be discussed as it deserveth, all the pens of the universe and oceans of ink would not suffice. However, a droplet from this most great, endless ocean shall be mentioned, that perhaps seekers might be enabled to reach their destination, and wayfarers might attain the original goal. God guideth whoso he desireth to the path of the mighty, the powerful, the omnipotent.